I decided to go ahead and finish placements before going to pro rank this season, so that when we get there, we're at 24 on each, and we can just climb to 10k hopefully. And we're almost at pro. I decided to turn regulations on, and this is what's getting me there right now. I had a really cool deck that I worked on yesterday for probably somewhere between 6 to 8 hours. Unfortunately, it didn't work, so I can't post it. It just wasn't good enough. I was using War Elephant, and I had the Ale of Ancestors, and I was doing like a bunch of cooldown stuff with Priscilla, and it was a lot of fun. I even tried Falibor in there for a while, and it's a shame, man. I was having like the time of my life, but it was disheartening because every single game, Enslaved 6, Warriors, Pirates, Gurney Control, it's like, oh my gosh, leave me alone. So obviously it didn't work, and yeah, here we are. So I pivoted to something that's more consistent. This deck has been doing very well. It thins very well. It has tons of control options. It has Wide Swarm payoff. It's got pretty much everything you could think of. And with this specific version, I probably put about 15 games in with it before I got it to where I'd like it. So let's talk about it. I have the Shield Wall Leader ability, boost an ally unit by 2 and give it a shield, charges 3. I'm using this to help inspire units and help keep engines safe, essentially. I like that the leader is disposable so that, you know, we can go use it, take rent-free, we don't feel guilty about it. So that's the idea here. What we're probably going to be taking a leader charge on is Bloody Baron if we find that we want to take him on formation and get a bunch of bleeding value. Generally, you'll just use Bloody Baron as a finisher. So what I'm normally doing is either Dandelion, Black Rayla, or Anna Strenger. And the thing is, when you have Dandelion inspired, you're getting, at the end of your turn, boost the top unit of your deck by 1. So when you put this down first play and use a leader charge right away, not only do we get the Redanian Secret Service out, and it shows them that if you do lock that, I'll purify that right away. It's also a thin, and it also makes them say, now I'm going to have to heat wave that. And then when they go and heat wave that, then we have a free Black Rayla for later, inspired 2 damage per turn. And imagine them trying to get around this with 8 points, a shield on it, and then just 2 points per turn damage. It's crazy, right? So that's an idea there. And then, of course, we have the Anna Strenger, when she's inspired, boost adjacent units by 1 instead. So if we have Anna Strenger and a drummer, we can make a Tridem sandwich and put this in the middle there. So we're getting 2 points of damage off this per turn. I decided to go with 1 instead of 2 because Anna is good on her own. Temerian Drummer is good on its own. You don't want to pull into this after you've spent these early on. I find what usually happens with this matchup, our deck in general, is that we try to win round 1 off of the boosty stuff, and then later on we play more into the control stuff. Or we can win round 1 off of like 1 frigate and this stuff, and then later we can try to win off of Queen Meve and a frigate and stuff like that. So you split it up that way. I don't think we need 2 tridems, okay? What's cool is that Queen Meve benefits from having inspired units beside it. So if we put this adjacent to inspired units, we actually get a reduction on the first timer. So she starts at timer 3. If we put her beside Dandelion and Rayla, then automatically timer 1. So we're pretty much guaranteed 1 payoff from Queen Meve. And then if we have enough turns left in the round, we get a second payoff. And between then, I have Rune Mage to make more bodies. We've got more thinning on the Rent-Free scanning to make more bodies. The Carrack Frigate to make more bodies. The Redanian Secret Service to make more bodies, right? Because it comes out of the deck. So that's kind of the idea with that there. If I really wanted to, I can go into Magic Lamp off the Rent-Free pull and, you know, find that off the stratagem or what have you. But or we can go play a bronze, look at the top 3 and play so that we're just funneling stuff onto the battlefield. We have Hubert that can come out with the orders. So when we use 10 orders, he's going to summon himself to the range row. So, you know, these are considered orders here, right? These are considered orders here. These are the easiest orders to use. I have Kedwenny Sergeant so that we don't brick Hubert. Kedwenny Sergeant also plays into the Tridem play and also can re-inspire things in later rounds if we, you know, use leader ability or don't have access to the drummers and things like that. So that's going to thin out for her. It's really sweet. I was surprised that I was actually able to make Queen Meve work, because everyone said it for the longest time, that she had a ton of potential. It just wasn't the right circumstance, and I think we found something that's actually the right circumstance for Queen Meve to pop off here, right? I've got Purifies, I've got Veil, I've got Shields, I've got a lot of things to keep her going. The only thing that's taken her out really is a Heat Wave at that point, and that's if they haven't Heat Waved the Dandelion. So, I've got Prince on Sayas for my Tall Punish. What's nice about this is when we put a shield on him, then his ceiling is huge, because if you look at it this way, him on melee with a shield is 6. We damage something for 6, it damages us back. Okay, when they damage us back, it breaks the shield, then we damage them by 6 again. So we're already at 12 before they can duel back. So you can imagine how tall we can go with that duel. This is like the Riptide of monsters right now. So you want to have something like this. If I want to remove something that's like 30-40 points, then I could just put a shield on it, Renfrey, Stratagem into like more boosty stuff on top of the shield, and then we can just duel, right? But I have Baron for that as well. So usually this is for like an answer this or lose type engine or something that's going to have crazy value afterwards, right? This is just your reset. So I got a lock in there just in case there's something I can't answer, because obviously I can't put boiling oils and stuff like that, and I didn't want to lean too much into control. And I was finding when I played control options, like for example this one here, if I can find them. I mean, Ballista, not really. I was talking about the Lyrian here. So when I was playing this for the Inspired tag for the Meve, what was happening was either it was getting killed at 5 in the ranged row, or I was just doing the 3 damage for a value play, but I had nothing to finish the job on a kill, so it just felt kind of stupid, you know? So I took him out. We go with the lock instead, and it's been working really sweet. What's cool too is that we get to boost a unit in the deck with Dandelion, and we'll know what our top unit is, so we can plan accordingly with the boost. And then I could take Sentry and Envoy, and I could put something better on top. Let's say he's boosting Squirrel going into round 3. I can just go and say, you know what, maybe I want to put Renfrey top deck, hopefully, or whatever else we're missing, and just start getting some boost on that. So even the Sentry and Envoy has a place in the deck here. Although we have so much thinning, it's just nice to be able to know when we're going to be getting things. So really fun deck. If you're looking to climb the pro rank, I think that you'll be just fine with this, because like I said, we filled up the mosaic during this play session. It's been feeling great, and I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. It's unfortunate that we had to go the Renfrey route for this, but it is what it is, man. And I'll get back to that Ale of Ancestors, Falibor, you know, pile deck that I was working on at some point. But for now, I got to give it up. It's been driving me crazy. All right, let's get into the gameplay. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. First up here, we have Call of Harmony. We go first. Okay. Usually they don't have heat waves, so if I could find Dandelion. Here, let's put this back for now. This is good too. Maybe one goes back. That's a decent lock, to be honest. 2 Harmony engines in 1. I might just take it, because I am going first, right?
Just one more feather and we're done.
This is what we'll do. We'll play this here, and then I'm gonna get the drummer down up top, and then I'm gonna get the trident down. Actually, it might even just be... We're not gonna hit both of them though.
Left, right, left, right.
They got the movement package. I'm surprised they're not playing GT. That's 4 points per turn. I'm sitting there too. It's not like we're super far behind. I might have to duel something though. Or reset something.
Awaiting your orders.
No! That is a fly landed in your cup, my lady. Allow me.
Too slow.
That's an issue. Here, we're not going to actually duel it, but we could just remove it at 4. Then that's on adrenaline.
I shall teach them a lesson they will
Take the
not
8.
forget.
Again and again and again.
30 points plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gotta put this back so it's quicker. I think I go Rune Mage into, or just Queen Meve, and then Rune Mage, and then Stringer.
Valyria and Rivia! For the north! It would be best if we went out for a bit of air.
Yeah, we gotta go as wide as we can before the turns. It could even just be we take Renfri's gang, but I think Stringer's better.
My eyes are up here.
That changes a lot, so... That's a really good reset off Baron, but I don't know if we could stay in that long. Right, because it's for 9. We could probably even get a bigger reset. Heatwave that? That is a pass for me, though. Onager's not really good at this point. We'll just do the order damage inspired. Trigger death blow, I guess. My death blow's cooldown doesn't really do anything. Just plays for 7 points. Destroy 8 or less. This is 8 points right now. Let's take that and get them to work a bit more. And then we'll set up this play for round 3. I don't think I want to go in anymore. It's for 2. I guess that's it, man. Like, Renfri's gang's kind of one of our last point swings, you know? Since Dandelion's not ideal here. We get the Baron reset last say, which is going to be huge. If I can get leader out here, I'm pretty sure it's win.
Your next move shall be your last.
Wasn't bad. Okay, so I could Dandelion into the Renfri's gang and pull it out after. I think I'm going to miss Rayla. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably. Seeing Saskia here is really bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a lot. That is a lot.
Are you fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns?
I can row stack to play around the Cat Witcher.
Bad feeling about this.
I think 2 boost is good. That was top deck. We're gonna do 1 for the Baron, I guess. Depends on when we take the Baron. Okay, they got Harmony 2 on that, and then they're just gonna go for the status. That could be a reset. Maybe we just greed out the points here on the Baron.
Where to put the bloody vodka?
Because they used Heatwave in round 2. Oh, so they missed the big bird? I mean, it gives me a solid reset. We actually win this game.
A pleasure to do.
We got Carapace coming up here next. I think in a long round I could do better than Ogroids. But Kelly would, that would be tough, man. Without Squirrel, we gotta keep Squirrel just in case here. This is a good assembly line. That's even better. This could just be my round 1 play then.
I can't
We'll set up Drummer, and then we'll set up Trident in the middle. And then we got 4 points of removal real quick. Or AoE, I guess. But good to know. I guess I could duel the Crumb. Just call it a day after. Should we pivot? Maybe we pivot.
I'll fight to my last breath.
My lady, elegance does draw jealous eyes.
If they Cyclops that, they lose might. Or they slow it down dramatically, but it would be a good Cyclops. Or an Eskel. That was my mistake. It should have been Drummer there.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Okay, that's why it was such a big deal. I could just pass here before I get overtaken. That's also an option. I've got decent points though. I'm thinking about just playing the gang, going from there. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. I think they're Renfrey Ogroids. I could be wrong. Good. Let's put this back. I gotta thin out this and this 100% this turn. And then I don't know how we're gonna get out the Hubert. Alright, man.
Onward to victory! No! That is a fly landed in your cup, my lady. Allow me.
Consideration to go play Squirrel here. So they have a heat wave, good to know.
Left, right, left, right.
N is going to be terrible in round 3 anyways, so we'll go with this. That's going to be Incubus? No? Okay. Erendite. I'm glad I saved the squirrel. Can I pull a lock? Nope. That's not a bad pull. Boosting that? Are they gonna set up for another Cyclops? Yeah. I guess my only chance is to... Can't give bleeding there, I can give it there. Unfortunately, I think that's where we have to quit. Crumb at 17. And do they just rip that leader? No? Okay.
Come forth, coward, and your own doom confirmed.
The city is ravaged by rot.
Okay, we have a chance. Errantite's out of the way, we just have to worry about an Osro play. Because Osro's like 18 points right there. And I need Renfrey. That's probably the move here. The fact that I defend card on them and I have a leader, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Oh yeah, for sure.
Fall overboard and I'm not jumping in after you.
Share the night. Share the love.
Except for that part, that's funny.
The only good mage is a
So
dead
damage all, destroy 8, damage 6, spawn a base copy of an enemy unit. Base copy, place for 7 points. Let's just do destroy. After using lowest 10. Then you can play your Osrol. Or Goliath.
A pleasure to bleed you.
Next up here we have Mahakam Forge.
For the north!
Be nice to have Dandelion in round 1, wouldn't it? 2 gang here, this has to go perfect. Let's go. I think Heatwave is still a thing. Maybe we just go and take Dandy off of the leader.
Is mightier than the sword.
My lady, your elegance does draw jealous.
We'll play boat on range row, put down the drummer, and just kind of hope for the best, you know? Dwarfs have a lot of points. Yeah. What's nice is when Dandelion gets the heat wave, then Meve sticks. Generally. This is nice because it'll thin out. I wish it wasn't range row. We do have 9 orders, so the rope's gonna fill before he comes out. I guess that's good for me.
Men back for the persecution!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
That's not cool. I don't necessarily want to stay here either.
Without good reason. Rome is stern.
But it's hard to pass against these guys. See what I mean? Okay, so if I let them win round one, what does that mean for me, you know? Here, let's see what we can do. It's gonna be this, and I'm gonna look for some kind of lock. There you go. This is worth 7, but it's technically worth 9 because it gives me an extra turn to click the boat. They're gonna go end cap point slams.
Boss doesn't like you.
I need to give myself a bit more space here. 3, 2, 1. We've got 6. Nine times out of 10, I haven't seen Brewer. So yeah, resilience. Can they get ahead in one card though? That's the question. They might not be able to, unless they leader.
Poison.
'I feel pretty good about that. It's a lot of effort to get, you know, 5 points of carryover. There. So we have a Brewer stop, which is really good. We've got the lock and we've got the duel.
Enid and Glenna!
21 points, 1 turn is nuts, man.
We will never bow to the invader.
Their version has Curse of Corruption, I'm pretty sure, if it's the Shin list. But it looks like they might have swapped it for a Heatwave. I don't know if I like COC when you're using these. So I don't know, it might not be the same.
Come the horse puns!
37. It's gonna get tough.
Stand and fight.
No! That is a fly landed in your cup, my lady. Allow me.
To arms!
I shall teach them a lesson they will not forget.
That was a misclick. Yeah, that's what I thought. The problem is, because of the misclick, it potentially costed me,
Mankind is a virus, a plague.
you see what I mean? It potentially costed me an extra point. Had it, like, we don't know if it would hit the armor for sure, but you know what I mean. Wow, we defended a bleed with Meve in the thins, man. That is crazy. Against dwarves. I still have a solid duel. Okay, that's crazy. Maybe I don't take the duel. Here, let's do this. Then we'll play boat. Then we'll play this.
Dance! Dance! Dance with my death!
Let's pad down the armor here. Next turn won't do anything, which is cool.
Coexistence, my ass!
We just take the Strenger for 1 point per turn. Yeah, this is good. I think we're going to be alright. Let's go Renfree, hopefully for a stratagem boost. Yeah, this dies. Yes. Oh my gosh.
They'll pay for my stolen birthright.
After split 6. After play the lowest. I guess that's the best one right now.
Can dwarves fight? Ah, the fresh passion lakes.
I'm just worried about Brewer, so, you know. Here, let's grade this out.
Put the bloody vodka.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a twat.
Base power 5. So this is worth the most.
Go forth, coward, and your own doom confront!
Do I go for the armor is the big thing here? Or do I go for the actual damage? Let's go for the damage. Oh yeah, we're fine. got Syndicate off the books coming up here next. Probably the first Syndicate matchup I've seen all season. Okay, that's perfect. I've got the boost stuff for this. I've got one frigate. I think that's more than fine having a lock here instead. Rayla is really good for later. I think that I'm able to get out of this with just playing some orders here. And I'm probably going to go and just get in the habit of playing the frigate on melee so that if we do thin out the Hubert, also I can get formation on this. It's going to be one of those games, I guess.
Stand and fight.
I could still set up the Strenger with the Tridem.
Fancy a game of Kaviri roulette? Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Yeah, this is going to be like a lethal combo.
No! That is a fly landed in your cup, my lady. Allow me.
I think I'm just going to hammer it this next turn with Tridem and just leave. If they play, I'm just going to leave. That's it. They probably leave.
Yes, you. Have you
What's
made
nice
your
about the whole
offering?
thing, though, is that they would have played Vivaldi Bank and Orson.
Grant us strength.
Awaiting your orders.
Keep in mind, though, they could have a Muriel's Tribute here.
Generates not the fire.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for it.
Love to hear him beg for mercy. Not that it helps.
Man, everybody's trying to do this. Like, it's crazy.
We will never bow to the invader.
It's like rank 1, thirsty for pro. I've got a Purify on the board. Take Rune Mage.
Special price, just for you, love.
If they don't pass here, I'm going to pass here. But I don't think they're going to pass here. I think they committed too much.
Eternal fire, consume me if I am unworthy.
If you want the round that badly, you can have it.
Longships are overrated.
Marils, Gregory, Junior, Bank. They might want the long round. I might keep Envoy here just so that we have something. I think this is going to go back. 5 order. Yeah.
No horse, I said. Wanted the exercise, I said.
So we got this soon. I gotta be careful with the mulligans here, though. I guess that's not all bad. I miss gang, though. We might have to try to Renfree in for something like that and get more Dandelion value that way. Do they have more poison? Potentially, right? Because they have the one here. So they could be running dual fist tech plus 2 of those.
With pleasure.
It would be best to be on top for a bit of air.
It's my top deck. Squirrel. I mean, if we get like a 20-point squirrel finisher, I'll take it, you know? But
Never take me alive.
It could very well be the deal of a lifetime.
that's definitely fist tech fishing. Bloody good? Damn. Damn, that is bad. I don't want to use orders necessarily yet. I guess it's not the end of the world. I just want to get the second click on this. So the thing is, I'm wasting points either way. Yeah, we're just better off doing this then.
The city is ravaged by rot.
I got a Dandelion pull into. That's it. That's all it is. Or not Dandelion pull into, Renfree pull into.
How's you doing business for you?
I can give this Veil. It might actually be the best bet. Play a bronze and look at the top 3. Spawn your stratagem. We have Crystal Skull. I'm gonna do this. We play around this stuff. That's what you get, though. Honestly, when you play into round 1, like, it's your last game in your life and you have to win it. It's crazy. Like, life's a movie, you know? Holy. I think that's alright.
Right, left, right.
We got Dandelion carry over into tomorrow. Let's make them think that we can actually get it. That's a really good lock.
A plague.
I'll start working on it though, just in case they purify. Boris. That's cool. If that's their only spender. So far, it's the only thing that they have. If they would have had Jacques, they would have played Jacques, but they didn't get Jacques because they took Vivaldi Bank in round 1. I think that's what the case is. And we just play this formation. Okay, so they just played a late Jacques. Honestly, Savola Tribute's not nearly enough to win the game, so... Squirrel's crazy.
Attention! Present